first, I would like to introduce the White Earth Urban Community Council. If you guys want to kind of take your stand here and just kind of stand up who participates, or if you're in an officer position at large.
My name is Bonnie Boudreau. I'm the secretary for the White Earth Urban Council.
My name is Becky Brennan. I'm an alternate.
I'm Patricia Hanks. I'm a community urban council member.
I am Darlene Hanks. I am currently chairman of White Earth Urban Community Council.
I'm Shannon Hanks and I participate in the meetings.
All right, Big Witch. So that's what we got. That's what we got going on down here in the Twin Cities area. We're always looking for more people to participate, and that's my big push. I'll still be encouraging people. I know they will too. And things are working good with that. So I guess I'll just somebody raise their hand and I'll just kind of gesture towards you to ask your question, who you want to address, of the candidates when you're doing in this discussion. So who's got a question here? Remember, let's keep it brief. Let's not cut into everybody's time. We'll start with Dale Hanks, and who would you like to address?
I'd like to address all three of them. And my question is on enrollment. We have this blood quantum that we go by right now, and under the Minnesota Chippewa tribe, they have a cutoff year of 1961. Anybody born before 1961, whether they have any type of Indian blood in them all, they can be enrolled. And those that are after 61, they can't be enrolled unless they're a quarter degree. Now that quarter degree blood quantum is doing a lot of our people in right now, because we're people that have traveled many places, and we married into many different tribes, and we're still Anishinaabe, and in doing that, we have this blood quantum which is dividing us. They're saying that you're not enough Indian because you don't have enough Minnesota Chippewa tribe blood. You got Red Lake blood, you can't mix that. You got people from the Coudray, you can't mix that, but we're still Ojibwe. And so how are you guys going to deal with that if you get elected?
Robert?
I would like to give you my thought on that. I have strong feelings also about the quarter degree and pre-1961. And as we all know, it's in Article 2, I think it's Section 3 of our Constitution. There's a lot of things. I feel that there's a lot of issues of our Constitution that has to be dealt with. And in time when the people have made the choices to change this. One of the other candidates did mention that a referendum. When I look at our Constitution, when was the last time a referendum was passed? Maybe I have an old Constitution, but the last time I saw it was 1972. I also remember in '86 there was some other stuff that was coming through. Now, and when it comes to what I feel about the blood, is there's a lot of other things that have to come into place. Is where's the initiative to start working at the top? Because we know 150 years ago, basically they were all full-bloods. But there's also issues in there that some of these full-bloods were changed. And all with some of the experience I've had with helping other people finding a way to get enrolled. That's so frustrating. Why do we as Indian people have to prove our blood quantum? It's wrong. It's putting the burden on you when the responsibility belongs at the top. Maybe WELSA could have took care of it as part of the provisions. I know it went through fast because of Contra Aid bill, whatever. But the thing is, we have to fix it at the top, make sure everybody has their right enrollment, their blood quantums counted. When I take a look and read all of the manuals and regulations, anything that has to do with Native Americans, through all of that, they talk Indian. They don't say a tribe or anything else. They just say Indian. Now, why aren't we all counted as far as when it comes to being the enrollment for that quarter blood? You're right, Dale, you know, we have all these other reservations and they're not counting, but we're still the Chippewa tribe. You know, we also have Chippewa in North Dakota. Why aren't they included? You know, there's a lot of things that, because you're not counted, that makes you less native. You know, my children, they're over a third. I'm over 2/3 Mississippi. But after that, what are they, you know, when they have children, they're out. But as a people, we have to make changes together and try to get this here through. There's a lot of issues with our Constitution. Now, we took, well, back in 34 in IRA, or during that time, we took Section 16. That gives us our Constitution. 17 would have been corporate governments. But the thing is, we need to work with our Constitution now as a people, make these amendments, get the referendum out. Now, when I read it, it said 30% of the eligible. That's a high number. With today's technology, why can't we use something like Facebook or the internet to reach out to everybody? Because how are we going to find 30% to make a decision? But there's so many issues. I know that we're going to, in the future, we're going to lose. Look at the United States now. When I look at the United States, I see 300 people lined up and only one of them is Native American. That's huge difference. Give it 20 years. You know, all the pre-1961s when they pass into the spirit world. Was it going to be 1 in 600 or 1 in 1,000? And that's across the United States. It's an issue. And I really want to work on that.
Something that came up, I went and peeked at the ballot that Red Lake had done, and they had their vote, was it a week before last? And they came up on an enrollment, and they actually gave them 4 or 5 choices to choose from on a referendum vote as to which way they were going to go. And I think what it came down to is that they decided if you're an enrolled member that they would just accept that child. And, you know, without any kind of fight going on and having to prove what your blood level was or is. But some of the other issues there that lie with that is that what Dale was talking about, coming from different tribal nations, like my nephews, Ho-Chunk, Dakota, Ojibwe, but nobody will take them because that blood on its own doesn't measure up because of that blood quantum that doesn't reach a quarter. Put it all together, it's fine, you know. And to me, I see an issue going on there that the tribal governments need to start working together across all of Turtle Island, that's Canada and the United States, that they have to forget these boundaries and divisions that they put up between us and start looking at that and opening that up so that our children are going to go on. We're going to have a future that we continue. You know, I mean, that's just my opinion, I guess, what it comes down to, is that all native blood should be counted, but there has to be that connection between the tribal governments out there. So, I don't know, anybody else got any thoughts on that?